Campbell, right? I see now. I see what it all means when you say, yo, are you not entertained? It's really a show over there. He really got a show. He really has a show. It's amazing. A theatric show with, movie lines and rap lines, and he got it all down pat. You know what I'm saying? Really down pat and shit. But he ain't fooling nobody. I see the pain. I see the pain in him. He even said it's pain in him. He said he got pain in him. And that's cool. And how you address someone with pain and trauma, right? So it starts out with how he keep trying to say I came off. He was trying to just give me some advice. And I'm gonna tell you what triggers me, right? This is what triggered me with him saying, trying to give me advice to tell me, stop talking about Jay-Z. Stop talking about Jay-Z. That's my life story. Like that's my life, and that's all I do from platform to platform. I've been doing it and I've been doing it. You know that long. I've been doing it and doing it. And I've been doing it so long now that first time I done it worked. First time I went super viral. What you doing now? I already went 6, 8 million viral back then, but that's here nor there. But I've been saying it, talking and talking, and here I am now, where it's flourishing again. It's flourishing with Marcy Made. It's flourishing with my story. And it's flourishing with everything else that I got going on. And here he come with the advice for me to stop talking about Jay-Z. So I say to myself, like, this is what triggers me. This is what he said that triggers me. Stop talking. And if he would have just took time out to watch Marcy Made, it would have came so clear to him. But he didn't. He didn't even bother to do any research on some of my lives, some of my stories, whatever I talk, everything. He didn't do none of that. He just reacted to my reaction to what he said. And I find that triggers me. That gets me upset because I don't care to talk about Jay and them. I don't care. But let me tell you this, right? Somebody fly me in for an interview, pay me. They got a line of questioning, and then they ask me is anything off the record, or anything that I don't want to answer. We go through that, and I tell them I don't talk about kids, everything else official, and then I don't know what their line of questioning is because they don't really know the situation, so they're gonna ask about Jay. That's all fine. That's all fine. And I get, and I, it used to get upsetting to me, but it don't because I had to find a way to master that, right? I had to find a way to talk about my story, right? But when I talk about my story and I tell them what I went through, see, I tell them what I went through, what it took me to, what it took me, what it took me through, and how I was to overcome it, how I overcame that situation. Because I was in pain, I was in trauma. Like I said, that shit, thinking about that took me somewhere different. So I had to revamp my story. Yeah, you could talk about ask any question, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yeah, they left me in prison, this, that, and the third, and all this and this and that and the third. But after that is said and done, when what I'm saying, I make sure, right? I make sure when I tell my story, when they get that, then I tell them now, I ain't mad at Jay. I forgive them. Not mad at them at all, man. Because I actually, me forgiving them has opened up doors and everything. It's kind of set me free. So I tell them I don't forgive them. I mean, I forgive them. You know what I'm saying? But it's disappointing. I forgive them because we always in some street shit. You get what I'm saying? It's the streets. And what happened is that's what happens when you have relationships and friendships and you dealing in the drugs and streets. That's the outcome, and that's what it was set. It was set. We were set up. It was set in our neighborhoods and our communities for us just for that to happen. So how can I be mad at Jay? You know what I'm saying? And upset with him anymore when I know the real picture of what happened. You get what I'm saying? See, Hassan ain't get to that. He didn't see Marcy May. You know what I'm saying? So I explain to people when they ask me, and I'm like, this is what drugs do to your friends and your family. It fucks everything up. That's how it comes off. So I ain't mad at Jay. I'm mad at J. Edgar Hoover. That's what you said. Put the drugs. Yeah, I'm mad at him. You understand? So my story is bigger than Jay, and I'm not thinking about that. Jay, that story is just the platform, the runway for to take off on what I really got going on. See, you're missing the whole concept, brother, because you didn't even take time out to just talk to me, either talk to me, have a conversation with me, or anything. You just jumped on there with your advice, telling me I shouldn't go out like Gene Deal, and I don't like if that nigga to talk about his business. And why, a homeboy don't want another nigga talking about his business when, hey, technically, what is my business? The whole reasonable doubt is my business. But I see now what clout chasing is. I see now what y'all do now. I see, come on, and I know that's a clout chasing move that you did. Especially when you say, yo, you could come to my platform, you could have sat down, yeah, you could have did the same thing. But see, your energy